It's celebration time again. Inside Happy Haven. And another cloudy, drizzly day. Linda, you just celebrated. What now? What are you celebrating now? I don't know. I think we should celebrate every day, don't you? Every day is a celebration. Every day is a gift from God. And today is all we have been promised. Celebrating 11,315 days. You might ask. 11,315 days of what? Why do you play this game? Hope you'll join me. Linda here, Serene and Simple Life. Yes, it's true. I just celebrated the other day, September 15th. I celebrated 3 years as a gypsy soul nomad. I hope you enjoyed that show, and if you haven't watched it, it's a good one. I encourage you to watch it because it'll give you some good advice, empowerment for your own life. But today is a new day. Thank you, Jesus. Today is a new day, and I am celebrating again. This is in real time. Woo! 2 within 1 week, real time. How about that? Yep, I'm in a place unknown. I'm still traveling, waiting for that sweet little tiny cabin to be finished and to be built. Today's September 20th, 2021. And it's celebration time. Yes, 11,315 days, which equates to 31 years. Okay, so you're celebrating 31 years and you're 63. All right. Guess I'll go about and do my business now. No, wait a minute, I'm going to tell you. 31 years of sobriety. Yes! Last year, September 20th, 2020, I celebrated 30 years and I had the days all screwed up. I said it was like 30,000 days or something. So I did the math, I think 3 times. I hope I'm correct. I divided 11,315 into 31 and it came out 365 days. So I'm sure you'll let me know if I'm wrong. It feels good. It doesn't feel like 31 years. And I don't have the desire to drink anymore. I am an alcoholic. I guess they say once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic, right? I don't have any desire to drink at all. Praise the Lord. I live one day at a time in recovery, but I do plan and look ahead to the future because I think that's the only way we should look, is forward. I've decided today that I'm going to do something a little different and that I am going to share with you here in the next few minutes 5 meaningful sayings, statements, messages, whatever you want to call them, motivational quotes that are meaningful to me, and I embrace them. What do I mean by that? I embrace them and I internalize them, and I live by these messages every single day, or at least I try to. I am a work in progress. It is one day at a time. I'm a sayings junkie. Many of you already know that. And I have a product line that has to do with sayings. So today, these are out of the Recovery Say It, Display It themed collection. Now, before we go any further, I am going to bunny trail. Many of you know I do that. not talking to everyone. There's going to be just a handful of you, I have a feeling. Here she goes again selling. Well, I'm going to give you my thoughts on that. And hopefully we're going to overcome that before the comments roll that I have to delete. Because remember, if you don't have something positive to say, don't say anything at all, because you're a detriment, you're not an asset to my channel. If you want to be negative, start your own channel, right? This is a positive channel to help people and encourage people in this fallen, broken, negative world that we live in. I think you'd all agree with that. Okay, I have been in sales per se all my life. I'm good at sales. But I also think that sales is ultimately really just sharing. I am sharing with you something that is near and dear to my heart. And I feel that if I did not share with you, got like these tails. I need a haircut, another bunny trail. But I'm kind of letting my hair grow now too, because I'm going to be using a flat iron here when I get in the tiny cabin. I don't know. It's humid. Okay. I think I would be remiss not to share with you where these come from, because some of you don't know. You're going to ask, oh, where'd you get those cool sayings? So why don't I share with you right up front, and that they are my product line. I designed them. They're all beautiful watercolors, photography, and acrylics. Many of you already know that, so you can just tune this part out or share this with a friend. But just like anything, if you have a nice top on and I say, oh man, where'd you get that? You're going to tell me where you bought it, and if I can go get one. So I'm kind of covering that sharing up front so you don't have to ask the question. And besides, if you look at it further, if you're a positive thinking type person, today I am giving you messages that you can write on index cards. You can design your own little cards that put these sayings on them. You can be like, oh, that's a good one, I'm going to write it down. Nobody is holding you to purchasing. But for those of you who have, I really, really am grateful that you support small. That is another subject for another day, but I think we need to get further into supporting local and supporting small to help get this country out of the ditch. That's just one of many ways. Okay, back on track. So that is why I am sharing from the Say It, Display It line today. These are the recovery themed collection. I live and breathe these. Yes, and occasionally I look at myself instead of the camera. I'm trying. I'm a work in progress, remember? And I see this little thing sticking up and it drives me cuckoo. Because I'm already cuckoo and it just drives me more cuckoo. Let's get started. These are 5 sayings, and after the 5 sayings, I'm going to give you 5 truth-telling statements or messages or sayings that you can apply to your own life and that you can also potentially work on. And then lastly, I'm going to share with you 3 sayings that are just simple. Every single day, we all need, no matter what our story or what our circumstances are. And we all do have a story. 31 years sober today, feels like just yesterday, and sometimes it feels like a lifetime ago. I give God all the glory for my sobriety, and I am just, the bottom line is I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I stopped drinking. And I used to celebrate everything with a drink, and now I celebrate everything without a drink. And it is so refreshing, and you're not bound, I'm free. I am literally free. All kinds of recovery out there, and don't be hard on yourself. God loves you just the way you are. And as long as you don't give up, and as long as you're trying and you embrace change and you want to grow, you're good. You're good. Let's get started. Accept what you cannot change. Change what you can't accept. My girlfriend Judy, this is the Serenity Prayer, reminded me of this several years ago. Linda, you need to read that 5-10 times a day. Something I was going through. Sometimes I'm still going through it. This is so powerful, and this is the short version. Accept what you cannot change. Change what you can't accept. Yay! We could talk all day about all of these. At least I could. God's plan is bigger than your mistakes. Beautiful watercolors. God's plan is bigger than your mistakes. I continually need to remind myself of this because I am a planner, and the devil can get in my head and remind me of all the mistakes that I've made in my life and all of the faults that I have and bad choices that I've made. And God's grace and mercy and his forgiveness is so powerful that I do believe, and you have to believe, God's plan is bigger than your mistakes. Because he doesn't make mistakes. He uses your mistakes. Thank you. It's okay to ask for help. Well, 31 years ago, I went into counseling, 6 months of intense Christian counseling, and got me out of the chains and the bondage of drinking. Changed my life forever, counseling. Through the years, I have been in Celebrate Recovery. I was in leadership with Celebrate Recovery, which is a 12-step Christ-centered program. Look it up. It's fabulous. It's international. And I've also gone to some church counseling. I've not always had the money to go into counseling. It's warm today, too. So I have the windows down and there's a little bit of noise. But I am an advocate of even those who are the most healthy sometimes need a little guidance and a little direction alongside God giving you that direction. Counselors who are good and who ask you the hard questions, the questions that make you squeamish, and why are you asking me that? And they don't just let you talk and say, okay, we'll see you next week. They ask you hard questions that make you think. And even to this day, I can use counseling when those creepy crawlers creep in and get me to a place that I know God doesn't want me, that I can reach out and get some help. And most often, church counseling will work on a sliding scale, or they will also be free. So, I don't know. You have to look into it and see what's best for you, but make sure that you get a good counselor. And it's okay to ask for help. I'm preaching it. Recovery is a continuous process of self-discovery and self-improvement. That kind of ties in with counseling. I go to friends, couple very close friends to get me on the straight and narrow, perhaps a different mindset or a different way of thinking. I thank you, Judy, just like the Serenity Prayer that she reminded me of, that I need to continually fall back on. Self-discovery, self-improvement. And I think that's if you're willing to be vulnerable and transparent and share. I know people that are very private and closed, and that's okay. They may have a couple people that they do share with. But I think if you're like that with everybody, that you're really just stuffing your hurts and all of your, Celebrate Recovery is about hurts, habits, and hang-ups. And so we all need Celebrate Recovery for our hurts, our habits, and our hang-ups. And if you're not talking to anybody about any of those things, and you're either embarrassed or guilty or in denial, which I was for a long time, then you're just stuffing stuff. So other people can give you a perspective, and of course there's plenty of self-help out there. I used to be a self-help junkie. Oh my gosh, I couldn't get my hands on enough self-help books. I've given most of those books away. I figure I've read them, pass them on. And lastly, I'm 5 of my own, then 5 I'm going to give you, so there'll be more rapid fire. We're not going to necessarily talk about them, and then 3 bonus. Hey, and that 13 that I'm giving you today, if you reverse that, it's 31. I was only going to give you like 5, and I'm like, 5 is not a suitable number for me today. So 5 of my own, 5 for all of that, for you and I, and truths that you can think about, and then 3 that we'll all go along with. It's my last one. Let it all go. Let it go, Linda. Let it go. Let it go, Linda. Okay, I'm going to get wallpaper that says, let it all go. Self-discovery, self-improvement. Something goes in my head. A friend once shared with me, thank you, Wendy, if you're watching. Catch and release. You catch that negative thought and you release it. It's okay to think about it. It's okay to process it. It's not okay to hold on to it. Let it all go. Now, for the final 5 before the 3. Yes, I can make things complicated in 2 seconds flat. 5 of mine, 5 for you, and then 3. Okay, that's good. I'm going to give that one last. I picked up the wrong pile, sorry. Recovery is a lifelong commitment to permanent change. I'm just going to let you think about these. Recovery is a lifelong commitment to permanent change. I must tell you, if you want these statements and you don't want to go and make your own, just saying. I only have 6 left of the 4x6 and 6 left of the mini size. And they do come with a display stand. So I'll show you how you put this together in just a second. You aren't defined by your mistakes. I'll let the words speak for themselves. You aren't defined by your mistakes. Don't let the enemy steal your joy. Come on now. Don't let the enemy steal your joy. It's okay not to be okay. As long as you're not giving up. It's okay to not be okay as long as you are not giving up. Don't mean to be shouting at you, I'm just saying. And lastly, in this 5, life doesn't get easier. You get stronger. Life doesn't get easier, you get stronger. When's life gonna get easier? It's not. Dun da da, drum roll for the last 3. But before that, here's this display stand, 2 little tabs in the back, slide straight up. Oh, and there's gonna be a drawing. Sure hope you've been watching the whole time. There's going to be a drawing, and I'll tell you how you can win a recovery collection. I'm currently out of the keepsake boxes, but I am taking orders, back orders. I'll probably be back to Texas in a couple months, and I can send it to you then. Or this is the other style, and see? So here we are, the last 3. Keep it simple. Oh my gosh, just a second ago I wasn't paying attention to this when I was telling you about 5, 5, 3, 13, 31. Woohoo! Keep it simple. Yes. Complicated and chaotic is not good, like I shared the other day in the 3-year nomad celebration. 1 day at a time. Dun da da. 11,315 days. 1 day at a time. And lastly, your story makes you special. It's true. We all have a story in us, or more simply said, we all have a book in us, I guess more definitive. And don't let that book die with you. I share my story to hopefully encourage, empower, and inspire you. I shared my single mom journey. That book was 20 years ago. Cannot hardly believe it. Rising from the Ruins, a single mom takes flight. I am currently writing another book now, titled To Be Revealed at the Revealing, at the reveal, about this nomad journey. Everyone has a special story. You are special. I am special. I am special in a collection. Might be in the recovery special, in the recovery collection. Please remember that. I am no more special than you, and you are no more special than me. We are all special. And your story is unlike anybody else's story on planet Earth. Just remember that. Drum roll, please. Dun, dun, dun. It's drawing time. We're going to do a drawing. What I need you to do is put your favorite saying, message, and just a simple motivational quote in the comments. I'm going to ask those of you who have already purchased Say It, Display It, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that, to perhaps go back to your Say It, Display It collection and put your favorite saying, and then in parentheses what collection it came from. You can put SIDI, God. We have a God collection in parentheses. So that when people see that saying, they'll be like, wow, that's really cool. And it might encourage them. You're sharing, you're not selling, to go back and go to sayitdisplayit.com and check out. Because people like to hear from other people. You don't have to do that. I would just like if you did that. And then I'm going to take everybody's name, your little handle name, and I'm going to put them in a little basket and do a drawing. Probably, I want to say Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure. I'm going to give people a chance to watch this for the next couple days. It is Monday. And what will you get for participating in the drawing? Well, first of all, I have a little Serene and Simple Life sticker that you can put on your vehicle or wherever you want to show it off. And this is the beginnings of my journey in Texas. Beautiful, beautiful Texas is the photograph that I took. It's clouds and water and grass. I love them all. And most of you probably already know how I end every show, or at least I try to remember to. So right here we have Blessings in Your Day sticker, and we have a Live in the Moment sticker. One day at a time, live in the moment. Fun times, stickers, and then lastly, what follows Blessings in Your Day? Joy in the journey. Woohoo! Whatever your journey looks like to you. And another Eat, Live, Breathe by. Gratitude changes everything. Gratitude changes everything. Not just some things, or not things sometimes. It changes everything. Simple. Keep it simple. Thank you all for being here to celebrate in my celebration. You too are celebrating today. Remember, you are celebrating this day because we will never get this day back again. I appreciate you. I care about you. Your positivity and your support mean everything to me. Everything. I am a blessed and grateful woman. Could not have the excitement of this channel without you. I could have a channel, but it wouldn't be nearly as much fun and as meaningful without you. Always remember that. You are special. Blessings in your day and joy in the journey. And one more thing. Some of you may comment on my earrings today. See these? How pretty they are. They have a little cross on them. Do I have it backwards? I can't see. Yeah, like that. I guess I am wearing it backwards. This side is right, huh? Okay, work in progress. Imperfect. Has a cross. Thank you, Kimberly. Kimberly is a part of this channel, and she sells jewelry, and she shares jewelry, and she has, her little icon is one of those like swirly, what do you call those? It's like a hippie swirl. Sorry, Kimberly. You'll see it, and I think she has her name right beside it, Kim or Kimberly, and it's that colorful, I forget what it's called. You'll see it. She may even, Kimberly, if you're out there, put in the comments, and if you want to, people give them your email if they want to order a beautiful set of these that you can wear either with the cross on the front or without. How about that? All right, that was my one more thing for the day. Have a blessed one. Later.